Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex Competitive back again today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the topic we're talking about today. So, Blue Exorcist episode 4. Now, there wasn't a lot of notes to take from this episode, but the two that were there were huge. One, the whole thing with Mr. Toto, and two, the whole thing with Rin. And I really just want to dive into the whole thing with Rin real quick. So we can all probably understand why Rin exploded. I mean, the flashbacks gave it away, and I love how they're incorporating the flashbacks and making them so important to what's going on. And I love how it's kind of like foreshadowing possibly Bond's dad's death, possibly, maybe. I don't know. I feel as if it's kind of like doing it, but at the same time it's saying it's not going to do it. I mean, because I'm sure we're all gonna see Bond and his dad make up. I'm sure. You know, I'm sure of it. I mean, more so Bond even, but at the same time, Bond's dad is being, I mean, you're giving your son the cold shoulder. I mean, so of course he may act out on it. I mean, apparently the secret's so big he can't tell anyone, even his own son, for God's sake. So the whole thing with Rin really makes sense because we all can relate to that. We can say, I understand what Rin's going through, because he said the same shit to his dad. Then he never got to say sorry. He never got to say anything to his dad. The only thing that's holding, I think, Rin together from that whole incident was the fact that his dad still called him son. He says, he basically said, I'm taking my son back. We saw that in a flashback. And that's really the only thing that's really keeping him together, I would say. Because this thing, if he never even got that, just think of, I mean, he has regret already. Just think what he'd have then. I mean, it'd be true despair, right? But now I want to talk about the whole thing with Mr. Toto. So the whole thing with Mr. Toto makes tremendous sense. It makes a tremendous amount of sense. And is my goatee lopsided? I got a new monitor. I'll just show you guys in the video or something. But yeah, it's totally different. It's so much bigger. It's actually a computer monitor instead of TV. But I don't know, the whole screen looks different than before. Not used to it. But now back to the main topic. Now the whole thing with Mr. Toto tricking Mamushi is very believable because one, no one knew about anyone harboring Satan's son, aka Rin, besides the school's director, senior director. I actually have his name written down, Mephisto. So no one knew that besides Mephisto, right? Now that makes a lot of sense because Mr. Toto knows something no one else does, and I'm interested to see how Mr. Toto knew. And whenever word got out and spread, she's kind of like, he knew something no one else did. How did he know that? He must, his words are justified then. They're now justified. His words must be true. I mean, anyone could believe that. And it makes sense that Mephisto would be a traitor. And to just, categorize Bond's father into that, easily he could do that. Because, I mean, he knew the biggest news in history. I mean, so why wouldn't you believe him? His actions are now justified, and that makes sense. Now, the whole thing with Rin turning into the flames, now Juzo. And he's like, oh crap, well, Mr. Toto wasn't lying. He is the son of Satan. The blue flames prove that. So now is Juzo gonna believe what Mamushi said? What's gonna happen with that? And that's what makes things very interesting. Very interesting. This is really good writing. Like, this is good writing. Like, that's really good writing. I mean, whenever you're able to make a snowball effect make really perfect sense and make it smooth and at the same time kind of sneaky, something that we don't just see coming necessarily, that's always good writing. That's always really impressive. I mean, yeah, that's really impressive. I'm so, like, I don't even know what to think. I'm so mind blown, of the fact that the writing's this good so far. The pacing's perfect. I mean, that's credit to the characters too in the show. The characters are just so like they're interesting in the sense of the way they think, especially like Bond. Everyone want to know more about Bond. Two, everyone wants to know, I would say Kamiki, she's really interesting. Like, I'm dying to know Kamiki's past. Like, who is Kamiki? Like, where the hell did she come from? I know something about, I think she was part of a priestess group, I think, because I'm pretty sure her mom died. We saw a flashback in season 1, but I'm not sure with all that. But yeah, it's just so interesting. It does such a good job. But definitely leave down comments below, guys. What did you guys think about this episode? And I'm sorry, but the review's kind of short, but I mean, it's not too short, but it was a very interesting topic to talk about, and there's only about 2 of them, and I loved everything that did this episode. I mean, we got Rin, we got a little bit more character development from the power standpoint of Rin, learning how to use his flames. Yeah. But what do you guys think of Rin acting out and going head-to-head with Bond, and then basically just showing Bond he's nothing compared to him power-wise? But I thought that was really cool, and that cat, that familiar's fucking badass. That cat's my favorite mascot. Fuck you, Happy. That cat's my favorite mascot, man. But no, as always, guys, you've been Hex. You should leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Hex25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.